Alrighty. Alright, I'm starting on knife number 2. This is the Ozark Tradition DC Slicer made by David Williamson. And last video went kind of long, so I'm going to try to do less talking and more cutting. So like I said, this is a custom made by David Williamson, who is awesome to work with. His customer service is top notch. He emails back the day you email him. He'll do pretty much anything you want. He works with the steels nobody else wants to work with. There's a couple guys that use S110V, K390, all that stuff, but not too many out there. And David's prices are phenomenal, and his customer service is top notch. Alright, we've done quite a few cuts already. Go ahead and do a quick initial sharpness test. And just the same as it was when we started, which is to be expected. This is K390. It is not a stainless steel. It's carbon steel with a crap load of vanadium, and it's got 9% vanadium. So, whereas the M4 we just did in the last video has about 4%. So more than double the vanadium. And you can see it's an aggressive cutter. Just rips right through this rope. Pretty thin behind the edge. This one's a 0.017. So just tiny bit thinner than the Gale Bradley. Still pretty thin, but thick enough to be relatively tough as well. Alright, let's do another quick sharpness test here. And yeah, I literally feel no difference. Looks like we're almost halfway already. That's pretty fast. Last video was like 15 minutes. I'd like it to be under 10, which is tough with 10 feet of rope and then the cardboard, but try to speed it up here. Alright, let's do another test. And again, this stuff's ridiculous. I think I'd probably run out of rope before this thing gets dull. And this rope is some nasty stuff. I've used some lesser steels, like I think I mentioned in my last video. S30V I've done, S35VN, M390 kicks ass though. 204P, both Microtech and Spyderco. 204P was excellent, just like M390. Another thing about K390, it's a bowler steel, so it's third generation powder steel, so very fine. Actually not that hard to sharpen, not as hard as you would think. Of course I'm using diamond stones, but nonetheless. Alright, using the whole length of the knife, cuts easily. Let's see if it push cuts. Tries. Slices easily. Still cutting hair after 8.5, maybe almost 9 feet of rope. Still cutting hair. I didn't expect that. I don't think I've tested some pretty ridiculous knives and I haven't been able to do that yet. Alright, last few cuts. Oh yeah, still extremely aggressive edge. Slices with ease, and this is an extremely fine edge. If I was using 600 grit or whatever, I think this thing would literally cut forever. This is you know, 0.4 microns, 0.5 microns, sorry, and I'm still cutting hair after 10 feet of rope. So we'll do the cardboard just for fun to keep everything equal, but yeah, it's nice, crazy. Pretty thin stock too. This one's about the same as the Gale Bradley as far as that goes. About 0.11 thickness at the spine. So relatively thin. Flies through this easily. Again, this was cardboard stacked, so it's actually two. I'm just going through it like this because it's faster. It's going to heat up the blade pretty good, but I'm not too worried about that. Alright, do a quick hardness or a quick edge retention test here. Oops. Yeah, still nothing. I don't think cardboard is going to phase a knife like this at all. Still grabbing super easy too. It's one thing I like about the carbon steels, they seem to just bite. I don't know if it's carbon or not, but yeah, it seems like the carbon steels bite better. Hopefully somebody can chime in, maybe Ankerson or somebody like that can learn me something. Alrighty, do a quick end one here before we sign it off. Blade's pretty hot still, sharp as it can be. It's got a little bit of glue on the blade, I can feel it a little bit, but no big deal. Still cutting this easily. Alright, let's see if it cuts some hair. Yeah, I think you could probably even hear it grabbing. Obviously I got thick hair, but yeah, it's still taking hair. Alright, thanks guys. OTK.